Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Peyton. It is nice to meet you. It is nice to see you guys. We're back with another. This is more for me than it is for you. We're doing another very nostalgic villager for me. This particular villager is one that is not loved by many, but she is certainly loved by me to the point where she was my first ever normal villager. And I genuinely, as a 22-year-old lady, cried like a baby when I finally let her leave my island. So that's what we're doing today. As you can tell by the title, we're doing a home for Kitt. But as always, before we get into that, we are going into the office, seeing what's up with Miss Lottie, my main man Wardell, Nico's running around, and checking out today's items, which today... my favorite item is this utility wagon. I just love this. I like because you can't really tell what the items are inside of it, so I feel like you could kind of use it for a lot of different things. And I think it's something I certainly will use on my island, but who knows? We'll see. I certainly use it in today's build. Spoiler alert. So, you know how it is. And then here we are, checking out everyone on the beach. This is one of those cases where I just sat down to play Happy Home. I wasn't like coming here to look for items or something. A lot of times now I'm coming to this island to look for items and then I see someone I want to do and then I'm like, okay, wait. But this was one of those times where I was like, okay, let's just play Happy Home. I keep seeing Naomi. I thought maybe this was going to be the day I do the sad art cafe, but it in fact was not. Stu is always here too and he just wants to be hugged by the smell of trees, and I think that's precious. Then I ran into Tad, which was a little awkward because he used to live on my island, and I did let him move away. He is a very sweet boy, a very cute frog, and I think he's very underrated. I think he's got a cute little smile, and he didn't do anything wrong, okay? He did everything right. He did everything right. Then we have Nox over here, who I did not know existed until my first stream. And someone watching told me that their birthday twin was Nox. And I was like, who is that man? I've never once met that man. And then here we are in the cafe. Oh, at this point, I still haven't redone the cafe. But I fix it. I fix it so you can get around better. And I found Blanche. I love Blanche. Blanche is one of my faves. She just wanted a place where she could use a loom. And I think that's fine. I think it's kind of boring. I didn't even go over to this tiger because I've run into him so many times and he wants just like a outdoorsy place. So I knew, I was like, okay, we're wasting our time. It just seems that the restaurant always has the peak options. I kind of know that. I walk into this cafe ready to be disappointed. Whether that's because I didn't give it as good of a design than I did than the restaurant, I don't know. But it just so happens that like every time I walk into this restaurant, someone amazing is sitting here. And so I saw Miss Kitt right away, and my heart just stopped. I was like, you're kidding. This is my best friend. This was my best friend, and the game just wants me to have all of the nostalgia. And honestly, guys, spoiler alert, the nostalgia gets even crazier in the next couple episodes because I run into like several more of my first ever villagers, and it's like, okay, the game just wants me to have all of my best friends here on Happy Home now that they don't live on my current island anymore. Okay, so the thing is, I was doing Kitt's house no matter what, but she said she wanted an appliance store, which I thought was super exciting. I really wanted to do like some kind of shop because I wanted a lot of the shop items because I don't have a lot of them. Like, I still don't have the shopping cart. I will get it, but I haven't gotten that yet, and like the baskets and things like that. So I kind of want to do some more shops to get some more of those items because those are items I'm likely going to use on my actual island. So the fact that Kitt is like my best friend, love her, my first ever normal villager, and the fact that she wanted something kind of unique just made it even more amazing. So I was really excited to do this appliance store. I had no idea where I was going to place it because in my head I was like, okay, what is an appliance store though? Like what, to the point where my boyfriend was sitting in this room with me and I turned to him and I was like, okay, name an appliance store, go. And his options were like very different than mine. He said a Home Depot first, and I don't know why. I know it's not an appliance store, but I thought Best Buy. Like, what do you, no, that's not it. So I settled with, like, PC Richard and Son. That's an appliance store. Let's, like, kind of go with that kind of vibe. So yeah, I didn't know where I was going to put this one, because I had no idea what I was going to do for the exterior. So I decided to kind of put this one, because it felt like it was pretty basic, and just, like, a nice little, mind you, plain blank space. And also, this is on the same island as Zell's Hotel and Pappy's Woodshop, which are some other, like, bustling small businesses. So I thought, you know, it might work. Here we are going into time-lapse mode. Okay, so I was working with, like, PC Richard and Son, right? I wanted it to be, like, big and open, have a bunch of different types of appliances, but I wanted to kind of pay a little bit of homage to Kitt's original home on my island, which is the basic starter normal villager home that they all have, which are, I think it's this exact wallpaper. It's like the light blue wallpaper, and it's just very simple, like blue and white, nice and easy. So I decided that's kind of just what I wanted to do. Even though we have like big bulky appliances, I still wanted it to feel kind of like light and airy, I guess, in a way. I could have made the walls like the concrete one or something like that. But this just kind of makes it feel like a more friendly store, I think. Now, here's the thing. While I had so many amazing options for appliances here, I really struggled because I knew I kind of wanted to have them in a line, like in different rows, all on this left side of the room. Because in my head, I was thinking like, okay, all the appliances are pretty much like in a row, and you walk in between, and that's it. And then the checkout counter is on the right-hand side. We'll have some more things over there, but not as many. I was also thinking, like, a little bit of, like, the appliance section of Bed Bath & Beyond. So that's why I'm kind of using these display stands here to place small items like microwaves, and, like, in real life there'd be an air fryer. There'd be a whole air fryer section. I figured those were kind of important, too. It wasn't just about the big, bulky washing machines and fridges and stoves. Like, these are also appliances, and they're kind of fun and cute, so maybe you should put those in as well. But I really struggled with how do I not make this just look like the most cramped thing ever, but I still have a decent amount of items in here. Like, I want this to be a store that you can buy many different things from. You can come and buy your washing machine, your dryer, your espresso maker, your Dyson vacuum, you know what I mean? Like, we have it all here. So trying to figure out a way to keep them all on this side of the room was like difficult. I really tried to figure out, you'll see I move the washing machines so many times because they're just like, I love them, but I just couldn't get them to look good in the rows for some reason. So I decided to kind of put them in their own section. You'll see. I knew I needed to put some items on the right-hand side, like where the checkout counter is, but I didn't want it to feel too crazy. I wanted like the main showroom type vibe to be on that left-hand side, and then, you know, we still have our products over here on the right, but it's a little chill. Like, it's probably not as busy, like, you know. I also debated, like, because I kept thinking Home Depot, because my boyfriend said Home Depot. So I wondered if I should have a whole section that was like a model bathroom, but there just really wasn't enough room. This is like one of the first times it's truly felt like the max size of the room is not big enough, just because there were so many things I wanted to put in here. I also, I love this sign that says free. I wish there was like a 50% off option, because I want Kitt to be thriving in this business, but apparently everything in the store is free. So, you know, if you guys want some free appliances, just go check out Kitt's appliance store. You know, you can get the best deals. By best deals, I mean everything is literally free. Just come in and take it. That's it. And then here I'm kind of playing around with how far out do I want these rows to go? Because I thought, like, okay, maybe it feels too much like I've just jammed everything on one side of the store, and maybe the rows should feel more central. So the way I combated that was making the rows just a little bit longer, but keeping the first one shorter so you can still like walk inside the room and it doesn't block you. And I think it makes it look a lot better. Here I am adding in my toilets. You know, gotta have them. That's just it. Does PC Richard & Son have toilets? What's an appliance? When you think appliance, what do you think? Because for some reason my head was like, Best Buy. There are iPads, but there are also refrigerators. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I went to a lot of Best Buys growing up for some reason. I don't know about you guys. I have a lot of memories of just like going to Best Buy and walking around and purchasing absolutely nothing. That might be a niche experience for me, but you know. Anyway, we're just placing some basic like shop items behind the checkout counter. I love the rolling cart. The rolling cart, one of the best items. It's just so good. It's so good. And then yeah, cardboard boxes make everything look better. I also love that sign that hangs up. I put that in a lot of things, I think. It just screams like, hi, we're in a store. This isn't just a vacation home, it's a store. I also decided to put these cool fans on the wall because I figured fans are an appliance, right? Why not throw them on the wall? I don't know why there are 2 breakers, but you know, maybe you can purchase a breaker here. I don't know if that's how it works, but you know, in my head, that's how it works. I also was having a tough time with lighting here. I thought maybe doing a little spotlight on each shelf thing would be cute, but then I decided, no, let's make it feel like a store. Let's do these big old neon strips, and it really did a good job of filling up the walls, because there are a lot of items in this room, okay? There are a lot of items. I could have put more things on the walls, but I think keeping them a little bit more simple with just these lights is a little bit better. Plus, I hit the max amount of items you can use for this room, so we had to kind of just call it there. I am a little upset that the white neon doesn't go across the front wall, but it looks intentional. You know, keeping it simple, keeping that front wall simple because everything else is literally cuckoo. And there you go, that's the main room. Now, as always, as per usual, Peyton's Corner Happy Home Paradise build, downstairs we got the business, and upstairs we're gonna have a cute living quarters. Now, similar to what I was doing downstairs, I wanted to pay homage to, you know, Kitt's original home on my island. In fact, I don't even know what Kitt's actual home looks like, other than, yeah, I don't know what it looks like other than the basic starter home. I never got to see what it looked like, so I wasn't basing it off of that. We were, in fact, basing it off of the basic normal starter villager that moves into your island like third. So that was this. I knew I wanted to have a kitchen. She seems like the kind of girl who bakes, you know, doing her thing, and I didn't want to make this room max size. I kind of wanted to keep it a little smaller and quaint. It's always my first inclination to just make every room max size and just go wild, but I'm really trying to more recently play around with doing some smaller rooms because I don't think, you know, I don't think every single vacation home necessarily calls for the room to be absolutely ginormous. And for me, the kind of lore I'm going with here is that, you know, Kitt is running this this appliance store where she gives out everything for free. So she's not making lots of money here, okay? This is not going to be a very luxurious space. This is a very thrifty and basic, clean, nice space. That's what we're going with here. That's what we're going with. I really like the blues. The blues and the whites just feel similar to what I was doing with the downstairs, and you know, that's what we're doing here. I don't know if this bedroom is like the most special bedroom I've ever done. It's definitely a simpler one, but you know what? They can't all have giant window seats and like hot tubs in them and such. Oh, you guys haven't seen that one yet. You will. There's like one with a giant hot tub. It's coming soon. You'll see it. So yeah, we're working on Kitt's nice little cozy thing up here. I always got to put an aroma pot now. the old requirement was just I put the villager photo in every room. Now it's villager photo and there's always room for an aroma pot. Now, I was struggling with what do I put in this first right quadrant of the room, like that's near the door, because I knew, okay, we're gonna have the bed in the back, we're having the kitchen in the back, we have the little living room. What is gonna be this other space? And I figured because there's not much room for her to work downstairs other than literally sell/give out these free appliances, maybe we have a nice little office space for her. This is where she keeps track of her inventory that she's just giving out to people for free because she's a kind soul, okay? She's a kind soul. So yeah, I decided to do a little home office moment, and I think it's very cute. It's very sophisticated, you know? I don't think I've done like a more adult office. I think I've only kind of done like a more childlike office. The only thing I hate, I love this item, this like low 3 cubby shelf item, but I hate how the back of it looks. I know it looks realistic with like the black kind of like cork or brown cork back, but I hate it. I hate it. I hate that you look into the room and you just see like, oh, it's the back of a piece of furniture. But I think it would look weird to turn it the other way. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me. Maybe nobody else cares. But for some reason, it very much so bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. And then yeah, we're doing something very simple for the walls. I really like the curtain item. I think it does a good job of making the space look a little bit more dynamic. I don't have whatever item you use to make all those fake windows and stuff. I don't have whatever that is yet. And I film these a bunch in advance and then do the voiceovers later. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like 6 more videos from this, I still don't have it. I don't know when you get it, what item it is, but however you guys are making fancy windows, I don't know, because I don't have the capability. So for now, this is what we have. I love it. I think it's very cute, very simple, fits the theme of downstairs, but you know, feels different. This is her home. It's where she comes after a long day of work, and it's pretty chill. Now for the exterior, I didn't know if I was just gonna make this just a basic yard, or if I wanted to bring the small business outdoors as well, which is what I tend to do. I think it's kind of more fun that way. But yeah, I didn't know how I was gonna do that for an appliance store. I was like, how on earth I feel like it's kind of weird for me to have these appliances outside. But then I decided I'm gonna think about it kind of like when you go to like a thrift store, and this is not a thrift store at all, of course, but when you go to like a thrift store and they have the racks outside and there are more items that are like severely discounted. So if the items inside are free, the items outside, like Kitt's paying you to take them. So that's kind of what we're doing here. I thought also having the bikes was kind of nice, even though they're not like an appliance. They still kind of feel like, you know, a hardware-y. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know, I just feel like they fit, like this is my version of a parking lot. I don't have the cars in Happy Home Paradise at this point, so perhaps I would have done a car or two if I had unlocked those at this point, but it is a small space, so I think the bikes do kind of work. And yeah, we're just putting on display an array of the items, and I really like putting the smaller items like the mixing bowl on top of the dryer. I think it does a really good job to kind of just not use as many items in a row like I did inside, but kind of give you a taste of what we're working with. And I really like it. I think it's pretty cute. It's definitely a small yard. I'm kind of glad I picked a small yard though. I don't think I needed a giant yard for this, like I said in the beginning, but it definitely was a little bit of a challenge to kind of make this all not look super duper crowded. Like it could be crowded, like the inside is definitely crowded, but this is what we came up with, and I think it really works. So yeah, that is all 3 rooms. I really love it. Again, this was very nostalgic for me. I'm very happy to have Kitt on this island. I'm gonna stop talking now, and you guys can enjoy the lovely montage. And there you guys have it. I really like it. I do think, you know, there could be some more things on the walls, but obviously I chose to, you know, use the max amount of items I was given for this room and just put them all on the floor. And it's fine. It's alright. I really, like I said, I am really glad I got to do this build for Kitt. She is very nostalgic to me, and I'm just really excited to have her a part of this island so that I can, you know, come and see her whenever I want. And even though she doesn't live on my main island anymore, she does have a pretty unique home here. And I think that's really great. Isn't that what this is about? Or is it about designing cool homes? I don't know. Well, anyway, that's where we're going to end today's video. As always, let me know what you guys thought down below. Let me know, who is your first ever normal villager that you have, like, do you have an attachment to them? Or is there any villager that people might not like, you know, maybe they're not that popular, but you have a nostalgic bond with, you know, maybe like Kitt the kangaroo, who just, all the kangaroos get a bad reputation, and that's valid for most of them, but Kitt didn't do anything wrong. She's very special. If you guys liked this video, or if you like Happy Home Paradise, Animal Crossing New Horizons in general, or if you are somewhat interested in me as a human being, I do post every other day, and I do stream weekly now, so, you know, maybe stick around, subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!